Time now for Football Friday Night, powered by WCTV.tv.
An old-school South Georgia rivalry as Cairo looked to light up the night against the Thomasville Bulldogs with the serve pitcher on the line.
And the battle on the border. Florida High traveling to the Jackets Nest to face Thomas County Central.
But first, 1 year after Hurricane Idalia almost split Dorset Stadium in two, Taylor County takes the field against one of their biggest rivals. Could the upstart Bulldogs pull off the upset and take down big, bad Wakulla? Welcome in to your Football Friday Night. High school football is a magical sport, Alison.
Yeah, and I think tonight, some of these highlights we have tonight, very excited to tell them about.
It absolutely is. And listen, we can't build up this story any further. So let's just go ahead, make sure we give everything the time it's due. Sydney Wicker is standing by Dorset Stadium in Perry. Sid, War Eagles, Bulldogs. This one was an absolute classic.
A classic. You mentioned the magic, the electricity in here, unreal. One you had to be here to see. We're not going to waste any more time though. Let's go ahead and jump right into the action that had everyone on their seats until the fourth quarter. Quarterback Owen Cleese tosses this one to Jordan Barnes on the edge. He'll hurdle a guy and pick up the first down. Just a few plays later, they hand this one off to Sion Ranson, who heads straight up the middle and into the end zone. Wakulla strikes first and leads 7-0. That score would hold into the second quarter. Mistakes, though, would hurt the Bulldogs early, but they find a new spark here in the second quarter. They hand this one off to DJ McCoy, who comes straight through and takes off running. He's brought down near the 40-yard line. It's almost like watching a replay, except this time they're going for 6. Another handoff to DJ McCoy. Taylor County gets on the board. More magic to come from the offense as Hamilton throws this ball wide to Kingston Williams, who scores, and just like that, it's 13-7 Bulldogs. Wakulla would struggle, but they'd eventually add on 6, so we'd head into the half with the War Eagles leading 14-13. A back-and-forth battle would only heat up. This game would be tied 20-20 all. Heading into the fourth quarter, Taylor County is able to take the lead, all thanks to a special teams return. Wakulla would threaten to take this game into overtime with seconds left on the clock. An absolute thriller for the second week in a row for Taylor County. It's fourth down, and that Bulldog defense shuts everything down. Taylor County will beat Wakulla for the first time in 14 years. That final score, 27-20, and head coach Jesse Braswell left speechless after this one.
I'm pretty much never lost for words, but our kids deserve that, man. They just, it's not about me. It's about our program and our kids. They have literally, since the first day I got here, have done nothing but do what I ask them to do. And when that happens and you buy into a vision, you see results. And we got a lot to clean up now. But man, it feels good to win at home.
Now, the last time the Bulldogs beat Wakulla, it was actually Coach Braswell who was on that senior class in 2010. And after the game, he sat right here at this goalpost and soaked it all in as everybody emptied out of the stadium. To say it was magic, I don't even know if that does it enough justice. A true storybook ending out here for Taylor County. Back to you guys.
I legit have chills.
I'm trying hard to keep this together.
Legit have chills. Ryan, I was in Taylor County after Idalia, and then this past year after Debbie. I mean, to see Dorset Stadium, and you mentioned it, torn in half. I mean, the press box was gone last year. They rebuilt the baseball fence this year, torn down again in Debbie. That community has been through so much over the last year.
Even beyond the hurricane.
Coach Braswell came back to his hometown to coach this team. So incredibly excited for him, for this community. If anybody deserves a win tonight, it is Coach Braswell and the Taylor County Bulldogs.
Listen, Perry, have a good time tonight, y'all.
Yeah, celebrate, guys. Take it all in.
Deserve it. Hey, we've got some more games to get to, some big ones, including one at the Jackets Nest. There's a whole lot of wins between those two dudes, Justin Rogers and Jared Hickman. Opening drive for the Jackets, Jalen Johnson, Ethan Rayberg over the middle, touchdown, Thomas County Central. They're up 7-0.
7-7 here, TCC on offense. Johnson back to throw, but it is tipped. Finds a Seminole, Josiah Braxton coming up with it.
Yeah, that was after a kickoff return touchdown for Florida High, by the way. Noel's making them pay here. A dump off to Josiah McGrew. He's off, finding the Thomas land, the promised land, the Thomas land. Listen to me. 14 all.
I mean, that works too.
First.
Central gets it right back again. Johnson through the air once more to take a 21-14 lead. Jackets light up the scoreboard and pull away from the Noles in this one, 63-28, but close for a long time,
This game was tied 21 all at half. All right, let's go. Lincoln, Florida High, Boot Hill. How about the second quarter here? Cowboys down 10. QB LJ Crumity takes it in from the goal line. Touchdown for the Boot Hill Bullies.
Third quarter, Madison down 3 now. Lincoln's D-line rushes the quarterback. Hope you like sack lunch, guys. He's going down.
Ensuing drive, Trojans ball. Christian Sims out of the pocket, making throws on his feet. Mackay Maddox down the sideline.
You're going to see that one
Lincoln
again.
Trojans. Yeah, that's good stuff. Out of here, Sensei.
Look at them. Look at that celebration. Third quarter, following a block punt, Darius Huggins rushes for the goal line TD. Trojans, big win going on the road at Boot Hill, 29-7, the final score.
Not going to get any easier for the Cowboys next week. We'll talk about that a little later on. But they were hoping for a PARTY party at Cairo High, but Thomasville had a little something to say about that potentially. It's the syrup pitcher on the other side. Football Friday night right after this. Yeah, you knew if we were doing banner nominees, the first ever banner winners were going to be a part of it. Cairo High School, your nominee this week for the Battle of the Banner, the best student section throughout the Big Bend and South Georgia. Welcome back to your Football Friday night. Why don't we head on out to West Thomas Stadium and join those students?
Big game.
Yeah.
Big rivalry.
They were rooting hard for a syrup pitcher victory, hoping to keep it for the second straight year, hosting them Thomasville Bulldogs. And there's the pride of the Syrup City, the Cairo Syrup Maker Band. Outside of a scoop and score, the third quarter really belonged to the Dogs. Here's Jalen Bryant coming up with a big sack on third down to force a maker punt. But the offense was clicking in the third as well, because here comes Cam Hill. Did I really cut that long? Okay.
Sure did. These are your highlights.
It's Cy Wilson. He's got it down the sideline, making a man miss, making a maker miss, I guess you could say. House call, 28-21. Bulldog defense still getting after it. This time, Kevon Johnson. Goodness gracious.
Man.
The swinging neck breaker. He should have went down for the 3 count. It puts Cairo behind the chains. The Dogs claim it in OT. 35-28. Syrup pitchers headed back to Thomasville.
We love that. Out in the Rose City, Shane Boggs and his Brookwood Warriors hosting Maclay, and the Marauders still playing with a little luck of the Irish. Second quarter up 21-3. Third and forever. George Grant on the run. Beautiful ball to Henry Richardson. Wide open, easy 6 for Maclay. Extra point is good. 28-3 Marauders. That's your halftime score. Second half, that offense still on fire. Grant all the time in the world. Richardson once again, wide open once again too. Not going to waste any more time, guys. Maclay 2-0, 42-17, your final.
Gene Cox Stadium, Marching Redcoats trying to cheer on Leon to a win, but this one was all Godby. Devin Anderson, a big tackle here for the Cougars. The offense working. Quarterback Demarius Bunyan finds a gap, finds the green, and finds the house. The quarterback keeper goes for about 80. Touchdown for the Cougar. Defense looked great as well. You're about to see a Terrian Atkins pick. Now you're going to see the final score. It was all Godby, 59-7 in the South Side tonight. Speaking of the South Side,
here we go. Rickards Raiders coming off that rivalry win over Godby last week. Feeling good heading into tonight's matchup with Eastside. Check out this offense. Benjamin Henry getting out of trouble on the move. Davion Cromity downfield. Great throw, great catch. Puts the Raiders in great field position. They make it count. Henry, Tyson Saylor who makes the grab. Touchdown Raiders, 7-0 later. 14-0 game. Check out that catch. Under pressure. Cromartie again. Stumbles his way into the end zone. Rickards, they moved to 2-0. 30-23, the final over the Eastside Rams.
All right, Miller County, new coach, new attitude. They asked for pep rally. They got pep rally,
this morning.
And they got a huge test tonight against Clinch County. Hey, let's go ahead and go to Pirate Country. It was Miller County hosting the Clinch County Panthers for what proved to be a very back-and-forth ball game. Let's fast forward. First quarter, running back J.P. Powell is who you're going to want to keep an eye on after the Buccos take the field. He handles the block with ease. He cruises into the end zone. We have ourselves a 6-6 ball game. But the very next play, how about the Panthers getting it going until they didn't? Throwing it away. Gabriel Lopez is going to make a phenomenal play here. Laying out for the pick. He gets the Pirates and the ball back. But take a look at your final score. Miller maybe not ready to take on the Panthers yet. 33-22.
All right, Cook 2-0 on the road. Their first game at home. On the other side, Brooks County 0-1. Fresh off the bye, Trojans. not starting out strong here. Fumble on the opening play. Sets Cook up for the easy TD. Next drive, Brooks County makes up for it, ties it up at 7, all here, and then this one, all Brooks County.
Yeah, just take a look. Bring that hammer, 45-14.
Yep, they brought it.
Your final score. ACA, Aucilla Christian, looking to make it 2 in a row. Of course, this is a team with a lot of hype. Pataula Charter out of the Albany area. First quarter, Warriors ball. Landon LaRosa. He's going to find Bryson Mills after he rolls to his right. And hello, sideline. Good stuff there. Same drive. Let's keep it. LaRosa goes deep to Cooper Wiles. Hello, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Touchdown ACA. There was a whole lot of that tonight. Aucilla defends home turf 33-12.
All right, Eagle Field, North Florida Christian looking for a win over North Bayhaven tonight. Warning you guys, not a lot of offense in this one. So a lot of love for the defense. Positive. Preston Marks coming up big for the Eagles here. NFC, they're on offense now. Bucks returning the favor. The QB sack. But a little bit later in the drive, that Eagle offense, they would get to moving. Handoff to Arius Burt, the sophomore, picking up the first down. And then a little bit more, but spoiler alert, it leads to nowhere. This one, scoreless midway through the second, 10-2, the final score. Weird football score.
All right, how about NAIA college football? Coach O and the TU Nighthawks at Veterans Memorial tonight. Charles Britt was the man on third down, taking the snap. The passing game looked pretty good when I was there throughout the first half. Going to make a man miss. Rolls to his left. Dwayne Gary's right there. Leap and catch, move the sticks. They'd settle for a field goal on that drive. However, speaking of third downs, here's a third down where he dumps it off to Damari Foster, who's off to the races across midfield. Makes one man miss, two man miss, three man miss, down the sideline. Foot race. Are they going to get him? Yes, they will. First and goal for TU. But Britt calls his own number on fourth and goal. Touchdown, Nighthawks. However, it is unfortunately Bluefield who gets the win tonight. Take a look at your final score, 35-17. And speaking of final scores, quick look at the big board. Florida on your left, Georgia on your right. The big thing that sticks out here, Colquitt County left out of the end zone tonight against North Gwinnett.
And Gadsden County and Florida. Yeah. Huge win on the road in Tennessee.
That's a top 100 team in the nation that they beat.
Huge win for them.
Child's still rolling, and Franklin County 2-0 for the first time in program history. We'll put a bow on it right after this. How about an all-Leon County affair for Plays of the Week?
Three good plays.
Let's do it. Let's start on the Dead Sea. That's where Davion Crumity ends up with an unbelievable touchdown pass. Under pressure. Rick High. Good stuff for them tonight.
How about Godby quarterback, Damaris Bunyan, just says, you know what? I'm going to keep it myself. The long touchdown run. We're talking about 80 yards all the way to the house. Godby got the big win tonight.
Let's head to Boot Hill, but let's talk about the guys in green because Mackay Maddox makes a diving grab for the end zone touchdown as Lincoln goes to Boot Hill and shocks Madison County. Vote for your favorite on WCTV.tv. You have until Sunday at 7. And come on back next week. Speaking of Boot Hill, the guys from Madison will be leaving Boot Hill and going to Paul Langford Stadium. That's where Swanee is going to host Game of the Week and also for the first time ever, morning pep rally. I know Live Oak, we've been in contact.
They are juiced.
They are so amped for this.
They are juiced. I talked to the athletic director a couple weeks ago, and he was like, I said, you guys up for pep rally? He said, yes. Bring them here. We're good to go. Huge rivalry game.
I know Coach Holland, the guys are going to be ready to go. Yeah. We've got that. We've got Thomas County Central and Thomasville on the undercard next week. A gigantic week. Thanks for watching. Stick around for overtime on Facebook Live or the app. We'll see you then.